Assalamu alaikum, my dear. After completing the Mendelism, आज से हम जो स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं these are the deviations from Mendelism. And the first deviation that we are going to discuss today, it is incomplete dominance or semi-dominance. My dear, you know that after performing a number of breeding experiments in pea plant, Mendel made some conclusions that are presented to us in the form of laws called Mendel's laws of inheritance, and those laws were proposed by Carl Corinus. So here, if we will just explain one of the breeding experiment performed by Mendel. So what we will do now here, if we will cross a pea plant that is tall pea plant, phenotypically tall, and we will cross it with another variety of pea plant that is phenotypically dwarf. These are the two varieties of pea plant, and we are doing the cross in between them by emasculation technique that already you are knowing. So this is a cross for the character height, in which there are two traits, tall and dwarf, or two pairs of contrasting characteristics. You know that always Mendel was using the pure lines, so genotypically tall will be here homozygous, that is capital T, and the dwarf will be small t. You know that when the cross will be done, the F1 generation produced here is that all the offsprings that are produced here in F1 generation, they are phenotypically tall, and genotypically they are capital T small t, means they are hybrids carrying the two alleles, one capital T and another small t. So this is here F1 generation, and Mendel said like that whenever a cross is done in between the two pea plants for any character in which there are two pairs of contrasting characteristics or traits, only one trait expresses in the F1 generation, that is said to be dominant, whereas the other trait that remains hidden or we can say latent, that is said to be recessive. So यहाँ पे जो tall है, it is dominant. The dwarf trait that has remained, we can say latent here, that is said to be recessive. But you can just observe, if you will observe the F1 generation individuals, they possess the two alleles, one is dominant and another is recessive, and the dominant allele, that is capital T, it marks the phenotypic expression of the recessive allele and does not allow it to express. And when we go for the selfing of F1 generation by bagging, that already you know how we do the selfing, we get the generation that is called F2 generation, and in F2 generation what you will obtain here, we will obtain both the tall and dwarf offsprings. That means the dwarf trait that was hidden in F1 generation has appeared in F2 generation, and the two types of offsprings that are produced, they are obtained in the ratio of 3:1, that is called as phenotypic ratio, or it is also called as simply monohybrid ratio. But here if we will see the genotypic ratio, वो तो आपको पता होगा what will be the genotypic ratio. The genotypic ratio यहाँ पे निकलता है हमें, that is 1:2:1. 1 is capital T, 2 are capital T small t, and 1 is again small t. So these recessive alleles here. So this is simply a short representation of the monohybrid cross performed by Mendel. So we remember now here the F1 generation, when that is obtained, only one trait appears, that is said to be dominant, whereas the other trait that remains hidden, that is said to be recessive. And in F2 generation there appear both the traits in the phenotypic ratio of 3:1 and in the genotypic ratio of 1:2:1. But the same types of मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉसेस वायर परफॉर्म्ड बाय कार्ल कोरिनस. तो यहाँ पे आप देखिए कार्ल कोरिनस, who is considered as one of the rediscoverer of Mendelism, in 1903 he performed the same type of monohybrid crosses in two plants. One is 4 o'clock plant, that's botanically called Mirabilis jalapa. Mirabilis jalapa. And in another plant that's called snapdragon, what is called botanically as Antirrhinum majus. And you should remember that the snapdragon is commonly called as dog flower. So remember it. Now these are the two plants in which the monohybrid crosses were performed by Carl Corinus in 1903. For which character? For the character that is the character here is flower color. So for the character flower color, you know that the color of flowers is due to the color of petals. What the color of petals is there in a flower, that's considered as flower color. And for this character flower color, he performed a monohybrid cross. So what he did, and you have to first remember that in flower color, in case of these two types of plants, one is snapdragon and 4 o'clock plant, there are two traits. The two traits are, means some plants possess red flowers, means they possess red petals, and some plants possess white flowers, means the flowers possess white petals. So if we will do the cross, we will get the snapdragon. For example, we are getting a snapdragon with red petals. We will cross it with another variety of snapdragon that is having white petals with white petals. So what do we expect as per Mendelism? The F1 generation we obtain here, that we expect as per Mendelism, that should be having red petals, red color, as red is dominant over white. But it is very strange when the F1 generation is obtained here. So the F1 generation possesses the flowers with pink petals. तो यहाँ पे neither red nor white color appears here. A new phenotype appears in F1 generation, that is pink color. The pink petals are produced in F1 generation. So when Carl Corinus proposed this cross in these two plants, he considered it as a deviation from Mendelism, and this deviation was termed by Carl Corinus as incomplete dominance. Means whenever a cross is done in between the red and white color, there appears a new phenotype called pink, and this pink is called as recombinant phenotype. And recombinant phenotype is always intermediate in between the parental phenotypes, that is in between red and white. If we will mix red and white in equal proportion, there is produced a new color, that is pink. So as it is a deviation from Mendelism, so the genotype, how we will express of these parents and of F1 generation individuals, since it is a deviation, so we consider that the snapdragon with red petals are genotypically as C1C1. C stands for corolla. As you know that the whorl of petals is called corolla. And here we use the term C2C2, again C for corolla. So what will be the genotype of F1 generation individuals? So they possess one allele, that is C1, another allele, that is C2. One allele from this parent and another allele from this parent. तो अब आप यहाँ पे कहोगे what is incomplete dominance here? If we will see the incomplete dominance, so how will you define here it? So there, in case of Mendelian crisis, we see when we get the F1 generation, there the two alleles possess dominant recessive relationship. One allele is dominant, another is recessive. Here the two alleles do not exhibit dominant recessive relationship. Here both the alleles are able to express. They are able to express partially. There is half a expression of C1 and half a expression of C2. Both the alleles express partially to code for a new phenotype called recombinant phenotype. Here if we will do the selfing of F1 generation, अगर हम selfing करेंगे यहाँ पे, तो यहाँ पे आप देखिए यहाँ पे results क्या आते हैं. I will show in short. We get the F2 generation because this cross we are going to show again. The F2 generation here, what it appears, there appear in F2 generation red color as well as pink color and white color. That means both the parental traits appear in F2 generation and the recombinant trait, that is pink color, also appears, and they appear in the ratio of 1:2:1. वो आप आगे देखोगे when we represent the cross completely here. तो यहाँ पे जो phenotypic ratio निकलता है, phenotypic ratio आपको निकलेगा यहाँ पे, वहाँ पे in Mendelian crosses the phenotypic ratio what we obtain that is 3:1, लेकिन यहाँ पे phenotypic ratio क्या निकलता है 1:2:1. And when we see the genotypic ratio in case of incomplete dominance, यहाँ पे genotypic ratio भी क्या निकलता है that is 1:2:1. 1 होता है C1, the two are C1, C2 and 1 is C2. So this is somewhat different from the phenotypic and genotypic ratio. तो आप देखते थे कि मेंडेलियन क्रासिस में फिनोटिपिक रेशियो निकलता था, दैट इज वो जो निकलता है दैट इज 3:1. जीनोटिपिक रेशियो obtained is 1:2:1. But in case of this deviation that we name as incomplete dominance, here the phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio are same, that's 1:2:1, 1:2:1. तो इससे पहले कि we will show the cross once again as per the specific strategy, what should we define incomplete dominance is? So how will you define as what is incomplete dominance? तो पहले हम define करते हैं incomplete dominance क्या है. So you will define it as incomplete dominance is such a deviation from Mendelism in which the two alleles या आप कह सकते हो allelomorphs of F1 generation hybrids do not show they do not exhibit dominant recessive relationship and both the alleles are able to express partially. You know, here both the alleles are expressing, there is half a expression, so they express partially to code for code for a new phenotype called recombinant phenotype that's always intermediate. ये आपको याद रखना है in incomplete dominance the new trait, that new phenotype that appears called recombinant phenotype, it is always intermediate, means in between the parental phenotypes. That's always intermediate in between the parental phenotypes. So this is how you define as what is incomplete dominance. Such alleles are accordingly called, तो ये जो दो alleles यहाँ पे होते हैं in F1 hybrids, these are accordingly called as semi-dominant alleles. Semi-dominant alleles. तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं, तो these two alleles are here semi-dominant because they are both expressing partially. तो अब आपको यहाँ पे ये भी समझ आए कि incomplete dominance जो है it is just an example of half a expression. Here both alleles are expressing partially. There is 50% expression of both the alleles. Now we will show here the cross. We will represent the examples of incomplete dominance, and the first example that we are going to represent, that is the same cross we will do here for the character flower color in case of 4 o'clock plant and snapdragons, and how we represent the cross here. So we will show here example first of incomplete dominance. Representation of a cross. Representation of cross for the character flower color, or we will say petal color in snapdragon, that shows incomplete dominance. तो जैसे कि आप मोनो हाइब्रिड क्रॉसेस दिखा रहे हो, तो यहाँ पे भी आप वैसे ही दिखाओगे how you will show the cross here. तो first you will write here parental phenotype, means this is the representation, complete representation of the cross showing incomplete dominance. First step is here parental phenotype. So we will write here homozygous snapdragons, homozygous snapdragons with red petals. They are crossed with homozygous as we use here the pure lines. तो अब आपको ये समझ आए कि snapdragons में 3 varieties है based upon the flower color. Red, white, which are homozygous, whereas pink, those are heterozygous. So homozygous snapdragons with white petals. White petals. We will consider one as male, another as female. So the second step will be here, that is parental genotype. कल बोर्ड एग्जाम में जब आपको ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है तो आपको कैसे पूछा जाता है, इनकम्प्लीट डोमिनेंस आप डिफाइन कीजिए एंड शो एनी वन एग्जाम्पल कंप्लीटली, शो एनी क्रॉस दैट represents the case of incomplete dominance, तो वैसे आप लिख सकते हो वहाँ पे। पेरेंटल जीनोटाइप क्या है अब इनका, इसका जीनोटाइप है C1 and its genotype is C2. So after this there will be the next step, that is gametogenesis by meiosis. Gametogenesis by meiosis. So when the gametes are formed by meiosis, all the gametes formed here as gametes are haploid, they will carry a single allele. All the gametes are genotypically same, that is with C1, and here all the gametes are also genotypically same, they will carry the allele, single allele, that is C2, but this is male and this is female. Now these are the gametes that are haploid. Now will be here fertilization, and fertilization is always random. So here when the fertilization will take place, this male gamete, it will fuse with the female gamete, and there is produced the F1 generation. The F1 generation produced will be, that will be genotypically C1 C2. So these are hybrids, means heterozygotes. So this is F1 generation genotype, that is C1 C2. Now what will be F1 generation phenotype? That is all are with pink petals, means pink color appears, pink petals, and this is a recombinant phenotype that has been produced and is intermediate in between the parental phenotypes. So this is the first portion of the cross here. And one point I would like to tell you, that whenever you are doing a cross and you will observe a new phenotype has appeared in F1 generation, don't decide in F1 generation that it is incomplete dominance. Yes, it is a deviation from Mendelism. Again I will repeat, अगर कभी भी आप कोई क्रॉस करोगे किसी प्लांट में फॉर एनी टू ट्रेट्स, तो आपको जब F1 जनरेशन ऑब्टेन होती है वहां पे यू ऑब्टेन ए न्यू ट्रेट, मतलब इन बिटवीन रेड एंड वाइट देयर हैज अपीयर्ड ए न्यू ट्रेट दैट इज पिंक। तो वहीं पे आप अपना डिसीजन मत लीजिए, हाँ आप कह सकते हो इट्स ए डिविएशन फ्रॉम मेंडलिज्म। अब आप वहीं पे ये नहीं कह सकते हो this deviation is definitely incomplete dominance. It can be any other deviation. What other type of deviation? It can be polygenic inheritance that we are going to discuss, and you have to decide it in F2 generation. F2 generation में आपको clear होगा whether this deviation is incomplete dominance or it is polygenic inheritance. तो यहाँ पे आप क्या करोगे, if when we will go for the selfing of F1 generation, now we will go for selfing of F1 generation. So we write here as, now we will write F1 generation phenotype. F1 generation phenotype. So how we go for the selfing, you know that by bagging. So F1 generation phenotype, this is F1 generation phenotype, that is these are heterozygotes. We write here heterozygotes. Heterozygotes with pink petals, pink petals, Again on this side what we will write, again heterozygous with pink petals. यहाँ पे आपको ये confusion नहीं होना चाहिए कि why we write the same trait on both the sides, because this is selfing. Means F1 generation individuals what you have obtained when you go for the selfing, that means they are treated both as male as well as female. On one side we represent here the symbol male, on the other side female. So here this is F1 generation phenotype. As the plant is same, yeah, simply you can say the plants are crossed with each other. The same plant is pollinated by its own pollen grains. So on both the sides it is same, having the same trait. That's why we write heterozygotes with pink petals again into heterozygotes with pink petals. This is F1 generation phenotype. Now will be here F1 generation genotype. So F1 generation genotype क्या है यहाँ पे? Here it is C1, C2, again C1, C2. Another step will be here gametogenesis by meiosis. Gametogenesis by meiosis. When gametes are formed by meiosis here, half of the gametes, that is 50% of the gametes will carry the allele C1 and 50% of the gametes will carry the allele C2. Both are here male. So two types of male gametes are formed. 50% is C1 and 50% of the gametes carry the allele C2. On this side the same is the case. Here are also produced two types of gametes, C1 and C2. You know it well. There is segregation of alleles during gametogenesis in such a way that one gamete carries only one allele. So C1, C2. Now will be here fertilization, and the fertilization is always random, so we write random fertilization. That means any male gamete can fuse with any female gamete. So all the possibilities we will show here. When this male gamete will fuse with this female gamete, the allelic combination will be C1, C1. When this male gamete will fuse with this female gamete, the F2 generation producer will be genotypically C1, C2. When this male gamete will fuse with this female gamete, the genotype will be C2, C1. And when this male gamete will fuse with this female gamete, the genotype of F2 generation will be C2, C2. So the new generation produced is termed here as F2 generation. But we will write here it is F2 generation genotype. F2 generation genotype ये निकल गया यहाँ पे. तो यहाँ पे देखिए आप genotypically there are three types of individuals. One are C1, C1, another are C1, C2 or C2, C1. It is one and the same, means homozygous. These are two are heterozygous, and another is C2, C2. So there are produced genotypically three types of individuals in the ratio of, that is 1:2:1. This is very important here. तो यहाँ पे देखिए आप genotypic ratio क्या निकला आपको. In F2 generation, the genotypic, when we go for the selfing of F1 generation, we obtain F2 generation in incomplete dominance, and the genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Now, if we will see here, what is F2 generation phenotype? F2 generation phenotype. F2 generation phenotype means ये जो यहाँ पे है C1 C1. That is genotype. Phenotypically they are red. As you know, this is the parental combination here. Whenever the allelic combination is C1 C1, what is the phenotype? That's red petals. C2 C2 white petals. C1 C2 that's pink petals. So C1 C1 क्या है? Red. C1 C2 or C2 C1 these are pink. So two are pink and C2 C2 these are white. तो यहाँ पे जो पॉइंट है अब phenotypically also there are three types of individuals. One is red, two are pink and one is white. Two are parental and means two are recombinant. Yeah, we can say 50% are parental as these are 25%, these are 25%. So 50% are parental and 50% are recombinants. But very important here is if you will see here what is phenotypic ratio. अगर मैं आपसे ये पूछूं in Mendel's monohybrid crosses what is phenotypic ratio 3:1 called monohybrid ratio. लेकिन यहाँ पे जो phenotypic ratio निकलता है वो क्या निकलता है? That's again 1:2:1. This is very important point you have to remember. अगर आपने ये क्रॉस किया, आपने F1 जनरेशन जब ऑब्टेन की तो आप समझ गए डैट इट इज़ ए डिविएशन फ्रॉम मेंडलिज्म. लेकिन कौन सी डिविएशन है? यू कॉन्ट डिसाइड इट इन F1 जनरेशन, यू डिसाइड इट इन F2 जनरेशन. When you obtain the F2 generation, and in F2 generation you remember the phenotypic ratio and the genotypic ratio both are same, both are 1:2:1, you should come to know that this deviation is definitely that is incomplete dominance or semi-dominance. So that's a very important point you should note here. The characteristic feature of incomplete dominance is the characteristic feature of incomplete dominance is, or you can say semi-dominance, is that both the phenotypic and genotypic ratios are same. Phenotypic and genotypic ratios are same. एक बार ये ऑब्जेक्टिव नीट में भी पूछा गया था व्हाट इज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर ऑफ इनकम्प्लीट डोमिनेंस. तो ये दिस वाज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन that the characteristic feature of incomplete dominance is that both phenotypic and genotypic ratios are same, that is 1:2:1. Okay, so I hope you would have understood it well.